Hey everyone, this is Kenny, and I'm going to be showing some basic, very useful tools in Cinema 4D called point morphs and post morphs. And these are extremely, very useful, especially when it comes to actual objects. Now, I use this on some, actually, a huge amount of my rigs. They're very useful and save a lot of time and effort. Now, let's say I want this, I want like these sides to move. Like, kind of like over time they'll kind of move around. But obviously, we can't do that. It doesn't work like that. I can't just say, oh, I want this here, then I want this here. It doesn't work. It always stays just right there, which is kind of disappointing. But actually, you can do that. Just a little, like maybe one more step. So let's say I just want it to kind of move. So let's say I want it here, and then I want it here. Now, it'll slowly progress, just like as if it was the other way around. What I just did there was using, actually it's post morphs. I just like calling it like point morph and post morph because points, as in like polygons or points or anything like that. And then post because, well, that's the other name. Now, how this works is, actually I'll show you, and I'll also show you how I made it so it does that. That's kind of a basic thing. So let's go ahead, grab another cube. And just throw this one away, and let's make it editable. In case you didn't know what that means, it means it's in. We can actually select the sides and stuff. The sides. No. Alright, so what you want to do is go to character and hit point morph. Yeah, that's what I thought there. It says post morph, that's what was confusing me. So let's go ahead and call this, random, just like the other one. So as you can see, this is like the base, so at 0% it'll be like this. We can make it have it at 0%, it'll be like this, or whatever we feel like. So as you can see, 0%, it's just like that. Now at 100% is different. We want it to move here, then go over here. Just like, it'll be over there. So we can actually see how it's going to end up. It'll kind of like slide around, and then maybe we want this side, at that point, to go way over here. So we can have it so it'll actually just kind of slide like that. This is tipping. Tip, tip. As you can see, it actually works. And we can go ahead and turn off that. And the cool thing about this is you can actually disable it or enable it, and you can like lessen the strength and stuff like that. Usually, even if you don't know much about Cinema 4D, you can kind of at least get this. Like, even if you're just watching, you can kind of tell, like, okay, so that's, even if this is 100%, we can lower it, so it's a, yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to show you what a point morph is. I'm going to turn this off because it's weird. Go ahead, you got to select your object. Go to, or post morph. I keep on mixing those names up. I don't know why. So at the base, we want it to be over here. Like right there. And at, let's go left. Why do I always do this? No. I have CDO, also known as OCD of correcting OCD. Let's say we want to go left, so go this way, and just like how that worked, it'll just slide that way. You can't do it with polygons, which are the sides and stuff like that. It can only work with the actual full-on object. So we'll go ahead and animate it. So we can do this, and as you can see, like, oh, I can move it. No, it doesn't want you to. It wants you to stay right there. So once it's here, you can move it this way. No, actually, no, you can't. No. It wants it to go right here. That's what it wants. You turn it off and it'll stop, but until then, it's like that. That's a pretty basic trick. And those are basically how you kind of use it. After a while, you kind of just get used to it. A weird block. It's a weird block, everyone. Why not? Now we can go ahead. Actually, go ahead. Right click. I probably spelled that wrong. I'm a bad speller. I'm Asian. I don't have the power of spelling. We can go ahead and get an Xpresso. Now, for you guys to open up like this, I just like it right here, so I can just kind of switch through really fast. Oh, video just got done rendering. Well, you know. So we can go ahead and go into the Xpressos. Now, Xpressos are like if you open up a computer, you'll see all those wires connecting. Oh, so this does this when this does this. That's what this is. It's that weird, complex wiring stuff. Now, what I'm going to show you is really basic, and it's really easy, but after a while, like, here, let me show you. Here's my rigs. Xpressos, yeah. Oh, right. I have it automatically on. Here we go. That's just a little bit of Xpressos. Yay, oh my gosh, that was so annoying to make. Oh, that was so annoying. Go ahead, turn that off, open that back up. So what we want to do is add a user data. Now you can just hit data, or I like just doing this and naming it like whatever I want, like controls. That's why I kind of prefer, and leave this on. That way, whenever you add this from a lib or something, and I'll explain that in another video, it'll just kind of automatically open. And we can go ahead and add two datas. Datas are data. We can go ahead and name this one random, and turn to a float slider. Now, as you can see, this is percent, so it'll be the same, but there's no bar or anything. This is a lot easier because it makes more sense with how that works. And you can just kind of move it around, or you can just do that. You can also make the maximum over 9,000 if you really felt like it. Let's go. Oh, come on, over 9,000. Yes, it's over 9,000. Actually, we want that to stay at 100, and that's what you want it to be for these, because it'll make way more sense. If you go over how it works, actually, you know, I'm gonna show you. Let's go ahead and make this 200. Why not? And we can make it so it'll go by 76. So it's just going every 76. That's how it will go. I do that, and you can change this like real, as in real numbers, or anything like that. You want percent on this. Oh, let's change that back to 200. You can also turn off the limits, or go whatever it feels like. And let's go ahead and do the same for this. Make this left slider, and do that. Now what we want to do, as well, as you can see, as long as this is open, it'll have random and left, and it'll say controls. That's why I like. And we go ahead, and as you can see, because I named it controls, and one of the reasons why I like it, it's near the top. If it wasn't controls, it'd be user data. That's way down here. Now that doesn't seem like much. It seems like, oh, okay, yeah, I have to scroll a little bit down. No. When you are doing this 5,000 times on a rig, it's like, oh no, just please, just keep it at the top, please. Just make my mouse not move as much. Those you have to memorize, go here, then here, then here. Yeah, no, I don't like that. It gets really tiring. I nearly went insane from it. Ask Andrew. We go ahead, open this, and what I did is, if you double tap it, it'll close, and double tap it'll open, and if you hit control double tap, it'll fit to whatever amount you have. As you can see, the post morph is left, so we'll drag this in here, just like how we did with that. This, tag properties, and do left strength. Now that means this far, as you can see, and if we did enable, it'd be this. And I'll show you how to do that too. So we want to connect this over to here. That way, this little bar right here controls this. As you can see, like it has this little square saying, okay, this is under control. And you grab the other one, random, do the exact same thing but for the random one, expand it, and drag it. And what how to explain it basically is, red means I'm the ruler, B means I'll do whatever you say, just don't harm me. Basically how it works. So we go ahead, go back, weird block. As you can see now as you can see, here's what it would be at 100. As you can see, oh, see, it's all normal and all. What if we want over? It will figure out what it would be if it was at 200%. As you can see, it's yellow because it's saying over the maximum. Don't do this to me, please, I fan. It doesn't want you to do that, but you can if you feel like. Then you have left, and you expand, because they're kind of different things. Now, let's say you want to have it so random, you can have a button to turn on random. So I'd go ahead and do this, add a new data under here, do random, I'll just name it that, and you want to change it to a boolean. I just call it a boolie because that's one of those things, it's easier to remember. Now let's have a default on. That means when it just pops up like this, it's on. So I'm going to go back to Xpresso and add that new control. Now, usually you don't want to do that, or else, you know, you'll get confused. Or you can just kind of memorize it. I'm going to close these. Kind of move them near each other, so it's like, okay, that goes to that, and that goes to that. So random's this one. So you want to drag it back in, or I could pretty much just open this and do the same thing. And do random enable. Now this kind of basic thing, you just drag it. Now if we look back at random, that's also under control. That and that. So you can go over here. Random is on. Turn it off. Now this is a feature that you'd use on like a rig. So like, let's say you want all this stuff to be kind of inside the bones and everything, but you want the controls to be on the front thing, like how mine rig is. So you can just go ahead and click this, so you can operate it without having to dig through everything, find this, click on that, can do the whole keyframing and everything. And actually, we can do this. You got to turn this on, turn it off, turn it on, and have it so it's at that, then it's at that, then it's at that. Wait. Let's kind of fail because it has to turn on and off, but here. We got this. Yay! The cube did something! The weirdest cube in the world did something! Yeah! And then that's pretty much it for this kind of basic Xpresso, post morph, and point morph. And that's it for today, everyone. See everyone later. Goodbye.